I think a lot of people are afraid of actually being great.
Don't take life too seriously.
Go out and explore the world. Don't just sit at home.
I've always said that I want to be a really young mum.
Make it to your 30s.
Go for it. And don't let anybody tell you different.
So I've always been like, oh, I want to have kids at like 24, 25.
You can go through lots of ups and downs.
And I done seen multiple countries: Canada, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, France, Spain.
What I've learned going into my 20s is...
How old are you?
25.
27 years old.
I'm 23.
I'm 21.
I'm 25.
21.
What is something you've learnt about life?
Don't take life too seriously and get caught up in what you think you should be doing and where you should be at a certain age, and just go with it, and everyone goes at the same pace and hits different milestones at different times. So just go on your own journey and not stress about where you think you should be rather than where you are.
So how do you maintain that? Because a lot of people, when they see other people that are way ahead, they're like, oh, flip, what am I doing? But how do you stay grounded?
I think a lot of the time you can't judge what you could see someone and think that they're way ahead of you, and they might be unhappy in other aspects of their life. So I think you've just got to not look too much into what you see on social media and how someone's life could look, because it might not be as it is, and just, yeah.
That you can go through lots of ups and downs, but if you keep working, then you'll get through it, and times always get better when they get harder.
Did you just say if you keep working, so would you say you've run away from your emotions then?
No, I just mean like keep pushing through and like understanding that if you feel the bad times, then that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it means you get the silver linings from it.
You have to, go out and explore the world. Don't just sit at home and, be in your room, being bored at all. Go and explore the world. I'm originally from the United States, but I currently live in Germany, and I done seen multiple countries: Canada, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, France, Spain. You name it. I've been around, so that's my best advice to all the young folks.
You gotta want it. Like whatever it is, like if you have a certain dream that you want, like go for it. Like, and don't let anybody tell you different. Like, don't take nobody's advice unless they're actually trying to unless they're actually trying to help you. You know what I mean? Because like, I think a lot of people are afraid of actually being great. So if you see that for yourself, don't let anybody tell you that you can't be that.
Keep my energy up in it and not be down, because otherwise I won't get shit done.
I'm still early on, but I think I've learned a lot from like the last years of being a teens in like maybe like relationships, like romantic relationships. I think I've learned more of like what I'm worth in that sense. I don't know, I'm so bad at stuff like this. More of like what my worth and like what I'm interested in, but as well I think something that I took so for granted in my teen years was myself. And I think what I've learned going into my 20s is to prioritise myself above other things, and to look after myself and not sacrifice myself for jobs or for people.
So quickly, are you going to do that?
I'm trying to. I'm currently in the process of doing exactly that. And it's scary. It is scary because I think, I don't know, when your friends are in relationships as well, it's like you think that's what you need to be doing, but actually everyone's on their own journey, and
Yep.
I think that's kind of what I'm on, is my journey of loving myself and knowing that I'm enough in the sense of like I don't need other people as long as I've got myself.
What is the most difficult thing about being in your 20s?
The most difficult thing about being in the 20s, I ain't gonna lie, is being responsible. Sometimes you want to just ball out with your money, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta really save, because you want to be able to live your life how you want to for your whole life, not just in your 20s, but hey, just try to be responsible with your money. That's all I'm gonna say.
So do you have any financial plans you normally do in terms of how do you budget, how do you save?
My financial plans, I'm not gonna lie, if you don't have at least 5 figures in your bank account, you're doing it wrong. You gotta at least have 5 figures, at least 10K, you know what I'm saying, to live comfortable, in life. Just in case, emergencies happen, or shit, just say, fuck it. You wanna go on a big trip, spend 2-3K, that's my best advice.
What is one advice someone has given you in life?
To have them for myself. Someone always says, like, all the older people that I know have always said the 20s are your selfish years, and to do things for yourself. And because I've always said that I want to be a really young mum, so I've always been like, oh, I want to have kids at like 24, 25, and everyone's like, no, like your 20s are for yourself, like have your 20s for yourself. So I think maybe that's the best advice I've been given.
The best advice I've ever gotten was be yourself. No, facts though. Somebody told me like, listen, like don't try to be anybody else. Like be yourself.
What keeps you going?
The world turns, the sun comes up. Here we are on the solstice, the longest day of the year. Yeah, I like the sun coming up in the sky and knowing that you've got to get out of bed and carry on.
Is that I've got to persevere, do you know what I mean? Like when shit happens that, like a rejection or something, I can't let that dictate the rest of my day, my week, my month, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And lastly, what is something you're doing right now to have a better future?
Working and saving. I've just got my first big job, so I'm an actress, I do musical theatre, and I've just booked my first big job and it's really well paid, so putting money aside, that's something that I've learned as 20 as well, is to put money aside and not spend. So yeah, probably that.
What is one advice you would give anyone out there that in their 20s?
Just have fun and just don't stress, you only live once. YOLO. Live, laugh, love.
Explore the world, you know what I'm saying? Explore different cultures, get to know everything about the world. Don't just listen to what's on social media or on the internet. Actually go out there and see the world, and like I said, save some money so you can go out there.
Make it to your 30s. That's the advice. Yeah.
That you never know what you're going to end up doing in your life. So what they say when you're a child of you can achieve your dreams is true. And these like big companies, big ideas, big places that you think you might not be able to get to now, if you keep going, then eventually you can.
Make those mistakes early and don't be afraid to fail. I think in all honesty, like, especially in our generation where everything is on social media, that I feel like people are afraid to like try things, and like who cares? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like you trying it, the person that wants to be like you or wants to do the thing that you want to do, or you could possibly inspire the next person, like just do it, just try. Like just try. Like at least you know if it's good for you, you know?